Yep, read a little story that happened to me a couple of years ago, and I think it's worthwhile sharing with you guys.
Sharing, or is that sharing?
Sharing!
Oh yes, of course.
Sharing.
You have the German accent again. The sharing. I like to sharing. Yeah. He's a lovely guy, and as far as I know, he's single. Is that correct? Hey, what's my shit?
I want my backpack. I want my backpack back. Back. Did you know that most of our goods, as in pillows, blankets, carpets, appliances, are dunked into a highly toxic chemical solution just to make them fireproof? I'm sure I could smell exactly that. As I was walking into Kmart to get a warm jumper, trying one on, I put down my backpack just to see it had vanished the next moment. Scanning the area, my eyes always returned to one young bloke standing a couple of meters away. I knew he did it, so I walked up to him. "Excuse me, I think you stole my bag." He played innocent and even pretended helping me finding it, until one customer confirmed that he saw someone walking away with something underneath his jacket. "Right, you ain't going anywhere." "Stay where you are and I get the security." He started to pace towards the exit, pushing me in front of him, me holding onto his collar. Did I mention that he was about a head taller than me and very big? That's when he lost it a bit and started swearing profusely. "You fucking cunt, you fucking... just let me go!" "Or I'll beat the shit out of you." Half the shop was staring at us by this stage. I used my time more wisely, thinking to myself, how much it astounds me that some people, which have developed an almost professional swear language, manage to fit about six swear words into 3 sentences. He was definitely one of those, making me realize once more how much I dislike being around people swearing to this extent. So it prompted me to go straight into the whole, "Man, you swear too much. It's not healthy for you. Did you know that? You should watch your language." We were literally at each other's throat by this stage, and this was by far the best line I could come up with. It worked too. He dropped his fist, which was aimed at my face. His jaw dropped a fraction, revealing a couple of missing front teeth, and his face showed the expression of being 3 seconds behind the action, not being able to compute what he just heard. I managed to keep him in the shop and eventually got a policewoman in, which took his details. Later on she told me, "We know he did it, he's done it many times before, but we can't prove anything. You can fill out a report at the police station, but chances that you get your backpack back are almost zero." We went over to the police beat, where I filled in the report, now realizing that the bag had many precious things in it, which made the determination to get it back grow exponentially. She even referred to him as the big guy, telling me, as I was about to leave the police beat, "Yes, that's right. Don't you love the honesty in language sometimes?" That the next time I would see the guy, I should give him a good beating. I just stared at her in disbelief, saying, "No, I won't. That won't change a thing." Getting a similar response from her face to that which big guy just gave me about an hour ago. As I was leaving the huge shopping mall, I went into a nice open outside area in front of the complex and saw about 15 young adolescent, bit rough-looking kids sitting on some benches. Spotting the big guy amongst them, I walked straight into the group, declaring my mission for the day. "I want my backpack. I want my backpack back." We were at each other's throat again in no time, being fully aware that the guy was much stronger than me, and again having his fist in front of my face. I stayed incredibly calm and just gave him the eye. Just kept staring into his eyes. And all of a sudden I knew why all of this was happening. To know my strength. To know how much we really are in charge of our life. It occurred to me that I was 100 times more focused and mentally stronger than all his muscle power and anger and rage together. And if I would stay focused like that and not buy into his emotions, that I would be safe. I ended up talking to them for an hour, hopefully planting a couple of seeds during that time so they might sprout one day. Half of them were on drugs, and the lies and stories they were making up were sad to listen to. 2 adults amongst them were backing up every new lie they were inventing, but I just kept on going, not letting loose. Looking at one young, incredible, nice-looking, charismatic guy, I remembered him being in the shop too, so I kept on staring at him and mentally sending the message, "What the hell are you doing here among these dodgy people? You really have something going for you. I hope you know that." Plus, "Get me my backpack back." He stood up, went to big guy whispering something into his ear, and all of a sudden they pretended to know who did it and where the bag might be. Charismatic kid and his mum went back into the mall, returning shortly with my bag in their hands. I couldn't help but feel like a hero returning to the police beat to drop the charges, waving my bag in front of me, getting a, "How on earth did you do that?" Well, not by beating somebody up, that's for sure. Thank you, guys. I hope you really enjoy your time here in Byron and make the most of it. It can be pretty life-changing, and it certainly was for me. And big ups for Byron Bay and the Arts Factory.
Thank you.
Much love.
See you.